When it comes to Gatorade and Powerade, which one is better? Do we go by the taste in our decision, or should we look deeper into what makes these sports drinks and see which one is actually better for you? First, in order to be able to determine if Gatorade is better than Powerade or vice versa, we first have to know what a sports drink even is. According to the Science Foundation in Ireland, a sports drink contains electrolytes and carbohydrates. When you're engaged in strenuous activity, secondary bodily functions like digestion often shut down. Sports drinks act as a rescue to your body when it has been under some strenuous exercise, such as playing basketball, playing softball, playing lacrosse, any kind of sport. Sports drinks help bring your body back to its normal levels of electrolytes and carbohydrates. Now that we know what a sports drink is, where, when, and how did Gatorade and Powerade come to be? Let's first start with Gatorade. Travel back to 1965 to the University of Florida, and you will have the home of where Gatorade was made. Gatorade was made to help many of the athletes at the University of Florida that were having trouble with heat and heat-related illnesses. This then caused a voice of wanting to find a cure for these happenings so that they could actually compete to the best of their ability. According to the official Gatorade website, the researchers that founded the Gatorade formula were Dr. Robert Cade, Dr. Dana Shires, Dr. H. James Free, and Dr. Alejandro de Quesada. So now that we know that Powerade was made better than Gatorade, is what they say. They made it in competition in Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. They added it to the world of Coca-Cola in 1988. They kind of took the Gatorade formula and tried to better it in their opinion, but it wasn't out globally until 1993. So now we know that Powerade was made in competition with Gatorade. Which one is better for you? Now I'm not talking about these tastes of these drinks. I'm talking about what is more important, what goes inside you. The ingredients. Let's take a look at the ingredients and the nutrition facts. A blue cherry Gatorade nutrition facts for the 32 flowing ounces. It has a 2.5 serving, but I combine them together because on average an athlete drinks the whole entire thing when they are exercising. For the Gatorade nutrition facts, it has 200 calories, 0 grams of fat, 400 milligrams of sodium, 112.5 milligrams of potassium, 55 grams of carbohydrates, and 52.5 grams of sugar. A Mountain Berry Blast Powerade nutrition facts for the 32 flowing ounces is 200 calories, 0 grams of fat, 375 milligrams of sodium, 87.5 milligrams of potassium, 52.5 grams of carbohydrates, and 52.5 grams of sugars. Now that we know this information, what does it even mean? Do we want to have the higher amount of sodium, carbohydrates, and potassium like Gatorade, or do we want it lower like the Powerade? What we really want to look into is the sodium in order to determine which one is better for you when you're exercising. Sodium is a big factor in keeping an athlete hydrated and keeping up their full potential when competing in a physical exercise. When you exercise and you sweat, your body is losing anywhere from 900 to 1400 milligrams of sodium per liter of sweat that comes from the body. So, when exercising, we want to make sure that we replace this sodium sufficiently so that we can continue to exercise at our full potential. Now that we know this about sodium, we need to look back at the nutrition facts. Gatorade equal to a 400 milligram of sodium per 32 ounce bottle, while Powerade equal to 375 milligram of sodium per 32 ounce bottle. Through this, we can see that Gatorade is the winner when it comes to replenishing the factor of, is this sodium going to be enough for me to be able to continue this game at my full potential? The big question of, is Gatorade or Powerade is the better option, has just been answered for you. Now the big question is, how are you going to use this information in the decisions from here on out? That's it. And that's what we're excited.